grounds of Uncle Nearest Distillery, grabbing sticks for some cocktails we're going to do later on.
Yay! Thanks for having me, Shake, Stir, and Mingle. That's good.
Yes, we're very, very excited. And we're here on your grounds at your humble bar. How does that feel?
It feels pretty awesome. It's an overused word, but surreal is probably the thing that I think about. And it's, you know, this has only been the total property developed over the last 5 years.
5 years.
5 years. This bar, the longest bar in the world, is basically a year and a half old. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but it's great. It's great.
Definitely.
Welcome.
Okay, let's give us the history.
Yes, TV and film, but close adjacency. So I was at Sony Pictures Entertainment for a long time. 22 years. I started quite young.
Okay, yeah.
Little baby. But music was on the studio lot too, so it's an easy, you know, sort of exchange.
Right.
And then music is kind of in my blood. My wife, my father-in-law came from a big music background. He was a Motown producer. So there's a lot of interplay. Oh, yeah. And so I was there, on the corporate side, not on the exciting entertainment side of the business, although lots of entertainment friends.
Right.
And and it was a wild ride. You know, Hollywood's not for the faint of heart. Hollywood's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah,
the best actors aren't always in front of the camera too. So it was crazy. It was crazy, but good. It was a good journey. I feel like I grew up at Sony Pictures, and so now happy to be on this new venture.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great.
So you're really, you have the experience and you're ready and it's all good, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how did it feel? Like What made you want to do
what's the connection?
Yeah, the connection. Yeah.
Well, to come from there to here.
And to have the largest bar.
Well, so it really began with the founding of Uncle Nearest. So my wife and I were on business in Singapore in 2016, and then we came upon the story like many others did. But while we were in Singapore, the story about Nearest was on the front page of the New York Times, the international edition, and the title read, "Jack Daniels embraces a secret ingredient. Help from a slave." And so when we read that, we're like, oh snap, oh boy, I hope Jack Daniels is ready. Because, those stories are so, gosh, they're so fraught, they're familiar in a painful way.
Yeah.
Someone was beaten, something was stolen, credit wasn't given. And then as we delve more deeply into the story, Fawn and I, we eat, sleep, and drink business and strategy.
I
And
can
so
imagine
from
that.
there, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I went about my way. She went 27 layers deep into the story of Nearest. And from there, ordered Jack's official biography. And so that's where it began. We ended up that same year coming here to go for her birthday to go deep into the research in Lynchburg, which it's a good thing it was her birthday, not mine, because you would not see me voluntarily going to Lynchburg. It would have to be rum or something, Caribbean. It would be an island, a tropical something.
Right.
So,
Just the names sound
right, yeah. There's signs. Signs. Yeah. So that year, things just happened really quickly. We ended up connecting with the Daniels descendants, with the Green descendants, and they had always wanted Nearest's name on a bottle. Voila. And, we were like, well, we're tracking down the story. Fawn at that point was thinking about a book, maybe a movie industry, and that was really what we thought we'd be doing. But after Jack Daniels, the company said, no, we're not interested, because we said, you guys should do this because it's so positive. Nearest was the highest paid employee, not the highest paid black employee. You have this black woman, my wife, who's like going to be a validator for how authentic the story is and the history is. But anyway, they said no. And when we said, well, if you don't do it, we'll do it. And so that was January of 2017. By the middle of the year, Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey launched. We had triple-digit explosive growth quarter over quarter for the first 5 years, cementing us as the fastest-growing whiskey or bourbon company in American history. And then on that journey, we decided, and we felt, and certainly understood, that for brown spirits in particular, bourbons and whiskeys, you need to have a home place. You need to have a distillery.
Yeah.
So for vodka, nobody's really checking for vodka, like where you're distilling it.
Yeah.
But for whiskey and bourbon, for sure.
Yeah.
And so we kept passing by this property. Where we're seated now is a long storied horse breeding and training facility for years. And we would just like marvel at the enormity of the property, how expansive it was, how beautiful it was. And that was from far away driving by. When we got up close and personal and needed a lot of work. So we bought it for the distillery. So it was a smaller property at first, and we kept acquiring properties around us. So we're now sitting on nearly 500 acres. And being here in Shelbyville, Tennessee, one of the things we understood was, wow, we need to make sure we're delivering to our guests in the same way we deliver great product in these bottles. And so we wanted to go all out. So we've been dubbed Malt Whiskey World. And so we don't take anything for granted.
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to part with your time.
What's going on, man? What's the word? Here in a second.
And your resource to get here, we want to make sure we deliver. So,
Without a doubt.
thank you. And then we. We ended up. exactly. And then so when we were here, we were like, wow, this is cool. Let's provide an amenity.
Yeah.
And then so Fawn said, we should have the world's longest bar. And then she left. And I was like, okay. And her other thing credited, she said, and it will be called Humble Baron. I was like, Humble Baron. And so it was a name for me.
Yeah.
And then I began this work. And,
Yeah.
and
I
here
see
we
you
are.
shopping over there.
Right. Yeah. It's been fun.
Yes.
The shape of it is pretty cool because most people, when they think of the world's longest bar, you think a line, a square, or a rectangle, and this has got movement to it.
It does.
Purposefully because I feel, and what's happened, which is great because sometimes you think and visualize something, and when it happens the way you visualize it, you're like, oh, thank you, Lord.
Right.
But when you're at this bar, even if you came alone or with two people, you feel connected.
You feel connected.
Because of the round shapes there.
Yeah.
You're kind of having shared experience with the person across that curvature of the bar with you. So it's...
That's how we felt on Sunday when we came in.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. With the people sitting
We
around
had just
us.
come in from Nashville, and we came in here because we didn't want to miss, the game and so forth, and plus we wanted to see the environment. And it was connected. People were dancing, talking.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just bringing up conversations. Don't know you from Adam. You know what I mean? It's just like family.
It's like family.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Everybody has a seat at the table.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes.
It's good.
Love it.
And you know what? Payne took us through.
Oh.
Was it in or no? It was in your tasting room. The family room.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
The family tasting room.
I saw your family.
Yes.
With all of the employees that have made a difference here.
Yes.
That was a nice touch.
Yeah, I appreciate that. One of the things that we're really proud of, we ended up not prescriptively, but being the most diverse spirits company.
Oh yeah.
Period. And what we love about showing the people is sometimes there's always like, here's the forerunner, here's the leader, which we certainly have them, chief among them my wife Fawn. But it really takes a lot of people, different markets.
Almost.
It takes a village.
It's men, it's women, it's white, it's black, it's Asian, it's young, it's old. And so once you are here 2 years, you get a place on that wall. And as long as you don't do anything really stupid, like you can leave the company, but you could, as long as you stay up there in perpetuity. So that's been really great.
Is if you look around, you see all of us as team members up here. So once you hit your 2-year mark, you're put on these walls for life. It's really cool. Yes, you would all get asked. So when we get put on these walls right here in our family tasting room, after your 2-year anniversary, you get put on and you are asked to quote, how do you want to be remembered? How do you want the world to remember you? So I was looking up quotes and looking up different songs, and I was like, oh, what do I want to say? And I wanted to be original and I wanted to be myself. So I wrote down my feelings that day and how I felt in life. And mine says, I want to be remembered as someone who lived as his true, authentic self. Someone who always got back up even if he failed. Fell down because it would only make him stronger and wiser. Someone who always remembered where he came from and the challenges that made him who he was today. Someone that believed in love and found it and cherished it. someone whose family and friends were the most important part of his life, someone who believed in hard work and dedication, someone who always believed in the good, and someone who always believed in himself. So it was very from the heart and very original. So now for the rest of the world, you'll see my name, Payne Long, here in our family tasting room.
Yeah.
Well, we love that. And plus, he had a chance to read his own quote
Yes,
to us yesterday.
Payne read his quote to us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was
Payne is
very nice.
awesome.
Oh my God, so inviting and just took us around. No
Yes.
rush, patience, and just took us everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It was
Yeah. That's
He
good.
took us. We saw your horses.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're city girls, so
You're like, oh.
what Tolly was like, what'd you say?
Oh.
That's Fawn's horse, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Toppy.
Toppy.
Okay.
Oh,
was like,
he's
"What'd
so
you say?"
vain.
He stuck out that ear.
So Toppy was like, "Where's there a reflection? I need to see myself because I'm beautiful." Were you talking about me? Were you talking about how beautiful I am? Wait, where's the camera? So that's Fawn's horse.
My daughter, I
Yes.
said, we came by on Sunday first, and I called her and I said, "Oh, there's horses there, baby. So
Yes.
I'm gonna try to get a picture of the horses." And then Payne was so nice to take us through.
Yes.
Right, and we saw Fawn's horse. We saw Toppy. I was like, "All right, Toppy, say cheese." And Toppy said, "Hi."
Yeah.
But no, tell him what she said and made you cry in the car.
Well, she said that they were just incredible.
They're incredible,
Yeah,
Mommy.
she's 4, and I
She's
wasn't
4 years
expecting
old,
it, and it made
and
me
she
cry,
was
yeah.
like, "They're incredible, Mommy." And we were just like, "Oh."
Right. They are. Fawn was more the horse person than I am. But I've come to really love them as well. They're so beautiful. I mean, these horses, they're Tennessee walking horses,
Yes.
and their natural gait is such to where you can ride a horse. Not advisable, but you theoretically could ride a horse and have a drink in your hand.
Right, okay.
So I'm like, oh, this is my kind of horse.
Yeah.
So I have next to Toppy is my horse Tom Ford, which I named him Tom Ford because everybody has these names for the horses.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh well, and it's a little bit of a marketing thing, like whose horse is what.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I have the fanciest. most prestigious Tom Ford. I mean,
Yes.
Flossy.
I hear you.
Definitely
I thought I was
so.
special. Mom first introduced Tom Ford to me, like when I was in high school.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. So I am I a millennial? I'm a
Yes, you are.
I think I am, right? So
I was gonna just look at you and say, yes, you are. Millennial.
I told you I got a couple things.
Yeah.
Maybe an older millennial. I don't know when it starts, right?
It's so funny because she has alopecia, but Pop-Up's little gray hair is still
Stubborn, and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
What do you think resonates most with the millennials and the Gen Z?
Oh, wow. So I think, in no particular order, I think authenticity. I think being maybe an extension of that, being straight up.
Yeah.
Being straight up. I think being excellent or striving towards that. I think even showcasing things that aren't perfect, things that aren't there yet. I think that has a great degree of resonance, with folks. And so I think for us, we showcase that a lot. So yes, the site's excellent and the brand's great, but we really reflect what's going on with the journey.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
and some of it isn't pretty. We're like, oh great, okay, payroll's coming. Oh boy, oh Lord. Okay, great. And wow, that construction estimate was X,
And now it's this.
and now it's Y, and Y is always greater for some reason. So we talk about like the challenges.
Yes. Yeah.
And I won't even say failings. I think I would stick with challenges because it's really just about how you keep moving. For so many folks, we feel like we want to reflect and share
Yeah.
failure or the challenge that's really just should be ended by a comma. Like you got to keep moving, right? And And I feel really excited to talk about that and share that with folks.
Absolutely. That's a great topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, absolutely, you guys are telling the truth. I mean, that's how it started, right? You guys just telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uncle Near is saying exactly what happened.
This is what happened. First African American master distiller on record in the U.S. Probably not the actual first. He's the first that we know.
No, yeah.
And he represents an industry, a space, being a teacher, mentor, friend of an iconic person and brand, really. And so we wanted everything to be reflective of that,
Yeah.
striving towards excellence. So it's embedded in company principles. It's tied into our culture, which is funny as we get bigger to make sure we kind of
Yeah.
could keep hold to
Keep
that.
hold.
But yeah, it's been. We feel like for us, whether it's the brand, the property, the bar, we're stewards of
Yeah.
things that are, the Lord's blessed us to lead. And so that's what we're doing. So when people come here, I feel like this place and the brand is much yours and it's like ours. And I think that really also creates a level of resonance with it because
It
it's not
certainly
just like,
does.
hey, look at us and we're just going to sit up here on this perch and
Yeah.
and we're just all flossy and then that's it. No, it's
Do you
come
think,
with
I
it.
mean, you allowing us to come, Shake, Stir, Mingle, come here, and then just invite us and not tell us, okay, you can only be in here. You can only do this, you can only do that. You gave us, because what our goal was to have the full experience.
Yeah.
And you just said, okay, here's the doors wide open.
Yes.
Come on in and see.
Some of our office areas.
Okay.
So we call it the corporate office. So you have Team Weaver office, which is Vaughn's office right here. So this is Vaughn's office. The operations, this is his office. This is Jameson Greer. He is director of bottling. So this is Vaughn's office. Everyone's office. This is Victoria's office.
Yep.
Got it?
So this.
Fabulous, fabulous. Oh my goodness. Miss Butler. The Godfather of Tennessee. Oh, what an inspiration.
So when you were in the Welcome Center, you saw where our whiskey wall was?
Yeah.
So back here where her family photos are, that's where our whiskey wall was.
Oh.
This in here, where this wood and how they look
Yes,
there, that used to be our retail space. Yeah, that was where we did retail. This is where you watch the story of the air screen.
This is inspiring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just starts from the seed and that's it.
Yeah, and this was our tasting room. Like how we had coffees and family tasting, we started to go in there, but this is where they did everything.
Oh,
And then you walk around and you wouldn't even get to go into these buildings and see them. You would just see the vision. They would talk about the vision. Yeah. So it's amazing to be able to hear people be like, oh, I was here in 2019 and now I came back and I get to see it this way. Even people who started doing it in 2021, they still see things all the time. Because when we started, the bar wasn't here.
Right.
So when they got to come back, now they get to see the bar.
unbelievable.
So it's amazing to be able to tell the story.
Yes, yes.
We also have some men that does the screen and tell the story. It's amazing to get to.
Unbelievable.
That's one of my favorites right there. 160 years in the making.
Yes, yes.
Come on in and
Every
see.
rocking chair.
Good. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of rocking chairs. Okay, got
I
it.
honestly felt home, and we told Payne, like, we could just go to sleep, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Relax, because they're saying that, but that's how I feel. I feel
Yeah.
like like home.
Yeah,
Oh, they're here with us as well.
but that's really the point. I want people to feel comfortable in here.
Yeah.
And what I enjoy is we have people from kind of all walks of
Yeah.
all over. Well, we have all over geographically. I mean, we have people from London coming here, from Japan, German, like
They wanna see
really
how it's done.
everywhere.
Yes.
So that piece is good. And then in terms of diversity.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
It's young, it's old. It's been kind of fun because my music taste in this bar, because we have a lot of live entertainment here, and I run the gamut. I mean, other than show tunes, I pretty much like most everything. And then even for me coming into the space, I was like, okay, what kind of music am I going to play here? I got this dude, he pulled up in a John Deere, and then these folks over there from Atlanta came in Porsches. I don't know. This is a pickup truck. That's a Range Rover. This white, black, it's old, it's young. And one of my most fun moments is that we had a DJ, and we don't always have lots of DJs here.
Right.
And the DJ was going like, they were going in, and they were playing like Ratchet. And I was like, and I'm looking around the bar, I'm like, oh. And the people you at least expect
Okay,
who getting it in, these older farmers. I was like, hey, how do you know the lyrics to all these songs? Unifying thing, and it's been really, really great. It's been really great. But it is family.
Yeah, it really, really
Yeah.
is that way. And what an experience this is. Totally, what an experience.
What can you say to people who would like to do the same?
Ooh, so whichever lane you're in, be purposeful. Sometimes the work is not easy. Usually it's not easy. If you're the quitting kind, don't even start because it just requires a level of perseverance, dedication. It is a freaking marathon. And I think, you know, if you're really focused on the purposeful nature of it, with the authenticity of it, you have to know, people say it all the time, but it's so true. You have to know your why. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And if it's driven by, for some, it's driven by, ooh, it's spirits, da 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 da, and this is worth this much money, and I can sell it and do that. That's not going to really connect for the most part. You know, my best experiences professionally have been, I'm doing this work and I really love the work, and then, oh wow, oh gosh, I benefited from that. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, I made these relationships because I was focused on the right thing. And, you know, it's not it's not easy. It's and I like to say, you know, there's a time on this journey and people focus on, you know, the stuff or what they perceive it to be. We like to talk about the fact there was one day we woke up, checked our account, payroll had come, fortunately it processed, our account was overdrawn $1.5 million for sure. Because it's
People
not
look
easy.
at the end result and they're like, oh, you know, but no, it is blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and
all the
tears.
way.
And you don't know what's going to really cause whatever you're doing to ignite. You don't know what's that moment going to be.
Yeah.
All you know is you're busy, you're sowing seeds, right? You're doing
Yes,
that, and then you're like, oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so to me, it's really rewarding. And now I have a few things I've been working on for quite a while, actually. But what's funny is, and I was telling Fawn, I was like, people are going to think I just popped up, and these things all happened
Yeah.
magically. And of course, it's the Weavers. Oh God,
Yeah.
and Fawn's fabulous, and so. But it was,
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
yeah,
Long nights.
long nights, early
Yeah.
mornings,
Yeah.
prayer,
Prayer.
Yes.
prayer and action.
Yeah. A lot of action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you balance it all? Telling the story, building these empires, and taking care of yourself and your wife.
Wow. So we work 6 full days a week and observe the Sabbath on the 7th. And we start with our morning ritual. We pray, we have a little devotion time, we write in our journal, we get a little exercise in, her more consistently than me. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. And have our moment of solitude. And I think it starts for us with gratitude.
Yes.
And people show up, and like this morning we were talking, and your observations about your experience here, I'm like, oh wow, that blesses me greatly. Oh, this is wonderful. Or when people show up and they are taken with the beauty and they start crying. Or people in the marketplace lifting up a bottle and they're like, this is meaningful to me. Now it's been celebrities that we don't know, and like, and I'm like, we're not paying these people.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's so what it represents culturally has just been gas in the tank, and there's always someone or some circumstance that we really connect with, and we're like, whoa,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Yeah, especially as
Keeps
an
us going.
entrepreneur, when you're a business owner, you walk in somewhere like this, you just feel like I already said, and I just don't even know what to say about it. It's really no words, actually. It's just, it's overwhelming,
Yeah.
the feeling.
Yeah.
And you want, it's almost like you just want to pull everyone with you, all the young
Yes.
folks, right?
Yes.
That are having difficulties, and this is a very special day today, election day.
Yes.
But we don't know where we're headed. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And that uncertainty that they feel, and sometimes in the Generation Z, they it's just they're tough.
Mm-hmm.
They want honesty, they want authenticity, and I think these kind of stories help show them that no, you're going to have to work, but look at what
Look
you
at
can
what
have.
you look at what you can have.
achieve, right?
Yeah, and I think don't play small.
Yeah.
Go
Right.
for a home run. Like, even in this space, we could have just said it'll be the world's longest bar. Could be a gimmick. Boom. But really, underneath that, I was kind of like, I want this to be one of the best bars in the world. Like, not just the world's longest bar. I want it to be designed beautifully, and I want the color to match with the dye on the to match, and the other curtains match with the custom. So,
Comes together.
state of the art video wall behind me. The team that built much of Paisley Park Prince did our sound.
Wow.
And so, what I think that level of engagement and depth and thought does is, like, we don't have to put a cap on anything. And when you don't put a cap or a limit on anything, people, when they show up, they're like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's funny, especially for our people, like Black excellence. And I love Black excellence. But what that's turned in for some is like, it's made it small. Why is it contextualized? Really? Like, are we going smaller? It's excellent. So when people show up, they're like, wow. And they'll ask Fawn, because Fawn is out there in front. And we laugh, because they'll say, oh, who's behind you? As if to say, clearly this can't be you. Who's the big guy? And I'm like, okay, well, yeah. And she's like, oh, there's a big guy behind me. He's 6'4". He's my husband. He's the love of my life. But other than, is that what you meant?
That must be what
It must be what you meant. Who did this? Oh. Yeah, it's
What can you
good.
say towards sustainability?
Oh, that's really important. So we have what we're doing a few different things, some of which on this property. Our goal when we're producing here, because right now we have a contract bottler and production partner, we're sourcing all of our cereal grains that go into this from here, with the exception of rye, because rye doesn't grow well in Tennessee. But as we start production here next year, we've got a local farming collaborative. So the spent mash from production will go to feed the cattle.
Oh, great.
That's number one. What we're also seeing is our consumers are increasingly more interested. It first came about with one of our partners, which is Whole Foods. So every Whole Foods that has whiskey or spirits in it, they started asking the question. And Trader Joe's too, which is perfect because it aligns with me and Vaughn anyway. And we're looking at our water source here. So one of the things that makes Tennessee whiskey great is it sits on this limestone shelf. So we've got a lot of water supply here. The next building, I'm looking at LEED certification for the buildings, which is, a unique concept in Middle South Tennessee.
Yes.
But it's something that I think we can and should be doing. Power sources, photovoltaics, all of that is going to feed into what we're doing here. The cork, renewable resource as well. So I'm endeavoring to get us pretty much as clean and green as we can on this campus. And the beauty of it
No
is,
pun intended, right?
right,
Clean,
clean,
green.
green. But the other piece too is in having those conversations, even with our suppliers, it's moved them too. So I love that.
So, Humble Baron, tell me about a unique night for the younger generation.
Ooh, gosh. Well, probably the most unique night that we've had here, I think for the younger generation, for sure, we had Post Malone on the stage where we're sitting. And so that was a unique night. That was a unique night. So I was so excited because I was like, wow, I sort of figured, I was like, wow, we could build the stage, we build it, they will come. And then Post Malone was on the stage. First of all, just the coolest, nicest guy ever. So that night was really incredible and fun. That was one. We also did my version of a talent competition, like The Voice. So we had the quest, Humble Baron, the quest here. That was really, really fun. It was a packed house.
I love that.
And I guess maybe the third is we're the world's longest bar. So the world embraces the brand, even though we're still, newer. We're 7.5 years old. And so we said, well, it's the world's longest bar and we get all this love, let's have great mixologists come in from all over the world. So we had folks from the Netherlands and from Mexico, and that was pretty amazing.
Yes, it was.
To see
Yeah, I
that
realized that. Yeah, it was nice.
in place, and we had food for each each country to go with the cocktail they had made, Uncle Nearest.
Yes.
So all those types of things. But we like the, I would say the unexpected. We like, if you come here, when you come here, we hope that you'll know, wow, I kind of know what genre it's going to be, but we could have a surprise.
Yeah.
We could have a surprise, both in terms of how they mix it up, who's the surprise guest.
Right.
I like, we have on Thursdays we have country music, country line dancing, and then our line dancing instructor, he's very tall, handsome black man, and I'm like, okay, you won't expect that. You'd expect to be.
Right.
And then the dopest DJ duo we've got called Support Staff, white, but then I'm like, people are like, what's going on in this space? And I'm like, no. I'm like, this is wild.
You come in here and you come in here with an open heart.
Yeah, exactly right. Ready to have fun. That's exactly right.
Now, can you make a mean cocktail?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? You got
Oh, I got skills. I got skills. I say that very respectfully. Got a Kende over there.
I know. We're
And
gonna talk about
then- exactly. We got a Kende over there. And I'm going to challenge him to a cocktail competition. No, I'm not. I'm not going to. But I can make a mean cocktail. Well, so
Can we put you on the spot? Can we make it?
absolutely.
All right, let's go.
We're going to go make it old fashioned. All right, Kende. We're on the move. I've been talking too much smack, and so now they're putting me to the test. Oh no. We're on the move, so we're gonna make an old fashioned. All right. So
We have this Spirits Medium podcast, right? But our cocktail making skills, we're
yeah. You know what? I wonder if I make you that or if I make you a classic daiquiri. Ooh. Let me see. If I have citrus here, then I'll do that. Okay. I think I'm gonna make you a classic daiquiri.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna make you a classic daiquiri. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be a good drink. You guys put me to the test. Just don't talk about it, be about it. Don't just talk about it, be about it. You talking about some drinks.
Shakespeare and Mingle, you know?
Exactly. She knows I can handle my own. She knows I can handle my own. And
Accomplished. We know you got this.
you got this. I know where all my ingredients are, but that's okay.
We're gonna challenge you. Wait.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm not challenging it, Kende. I was just talking smack. I'm just talking smack. Now that this is real, no, I'm not trying to do all that. Exactly. Yeah. It's one thing to talk, but yeah, no. If he's actually here, no. It'll be like, Kende, he's all right. I mean, whatever. Okay, we're gonna put this here. Well, first, I'm gonna make this with single barrel. So, and then I'm making me one too. So we're gonna. So a classic daiquiri is actually super simple drink. And then normally it would have rum in it, but we're at Uncle Nearest. So ours is gonna be a single barrel classic daiquiri is what we're gonna do here. And the classic daiquiri really only has 3 ingredients. Fresh limes, boop, whiskey, and simple of some sort. So it could be honey, simple. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh, nice. Okay, good. I'm getting coached, y'all. I'm getting coached in case you. Okay, great. That's good. Thank you, brother. And he's like, here's some if you want. Okay. Is lime juice in there? Oh, okay. Great. And then I'm going to taste this because I like to see what stuff tastes like. That's limey. Woo! That's good. Do you have any bitters? I mean, I know you do good candy. I just like, yes, sir. Excellent. That's awesome. And then some ice. Oh. Excellent. Kende would fire me from the spot because I'm messy. I'm messy, just messing up stuff just to make 3 drinks. Oh man, how pitiful. And I'm gonna do these glasses here. Got one more. So one of the things I do know, oh, thank you, is a lot of places you go, they overshake the drink, and it's just like so nerve-wracking because people spend their time being showy.
They shake it with the rhythm.
All that stuff, and it's like they're doing too much. I mean, it is breakfast time, and there's citrus in here, and corn, and some rye. So there we go. Super simple drink. Add a pro tip assist here with me, giving me coaching here. Which, by the way, let's call him out. This is a Kende. He's a head of beverage. He's like the Michael Jordan of beverage here with us.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
I mean,
Not even a bite.
Delicious. Hey.
I mean, hey,
Nailed it.
hey, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this. All right.
That's delicious.
Isn't that good?
Yes, that is delicious.
It's an easy drink. Thank you. And I made a mess.
If you don't know, that's Keith Weaver.
That's me.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. You guys have been awesome. Awesome.
Very excited.
Thank you. Appreciate you all. Cheers.
Oh man, wonderful.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose? Can I call you Rose? 'Cause your fragrance takes over the room. Can I call you?